the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Leading the charge is the UCF product who hails from right there in the Orlando area in Altamont Springs, Blake Bortles.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26.
41, Alvin.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there, the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, it's Bortles. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First
working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he's got a first out of it. And now look at this, big gain by fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. Now loose football, the ball comes out. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
carried by the
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That one complete to Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Second down and goal. Brady, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 8 yards out, And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And that will be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Fielded at about the 28. Special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And a give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the 2nd level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the 2nd level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Rams 7, Seahawks nothing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Shotgun now for Brady. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside.
Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Boyd, 60 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running
That's
back
what you
on
need
that
for a good
play?
counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now it's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down, looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they do.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2 minutes remain in the 1st half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Brady gets this one to him. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On play action, it's Brady. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Rams add on to their lead. So simple math here. The first half, they've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards on the pickup.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23.
But look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Brady will try again on second down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They do go for it. It's Brady. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
2nd and a yard at the 28-yard line.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll run with Fournette. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Ball carried by the
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
7.
Second down and 7. On 2nd down, here's the option. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Here's Lindsey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1.
Down and 1.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run. It's Drake. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Drake. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
At the 6-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Running, it's Drake. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a yard of the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now Fournette. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, there was a trust factor in that call, turning and handing it to the big man in the backfield, trying to pick up the 1st down. But how about the defense? They were ready for him, and they were able to stop him.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
24. Seahawks.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Open man is Myers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Bortles to throw for it on 4th down. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Bortles to throw once more. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Again, it's Bortles. And this one caught by Max Williams.
Bortles pass.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Pickup. 1st down, Seattle.
It's caught on the right side. Williams.
Bortles pass. Complete to
a gain of 6 there on 1st. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. This is the tight end, Njoku. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. He's got Njoku over the middle.
Bortles pass.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Bortles again. Falls incomplete, breaking his string of 7 straight passes completed. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. And he's got it. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. From the gun, it's Bortles. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they have to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They knew that. They needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door.
We did indeed. I think we're down to 9. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, this from 53. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that'll close the books on the conference.